You might be doing everything right in your workout routine and still see no results in the mirror. Know why? Because you might be making one of the 5 deadliest cardio mistakes. Mistakes that, even with all the dedication in the world, are sabotaging your fat loss without you realizing it. And the worst part? No one ever tells you about them. Most people still believe in old myths like, the more cardio the better, or fasted cardio melts fat, and they keep spinning their wheels in place. The truth is, it doesn't matter how many hours you spend sweating on the treadmill if you're using the wrong strategy. Some people train like crazy, but see barely any changes in weight or body composition. That's because the body adapts in ways most people ignore. And that's why results stall. But yes, there's a solution. Today, you'll clearly understand what actually works, what's a waste of time, and how to adjust your routine so cardio finally works in your favor. It doesn't matter if you're just starting out or have been trying to lean down for months, this information could be a game changer in your journey. So get ready, because what you're about to learn here might completely change how you see cardio. And by the end of this video, you'll have the roadmap to break through plateaus and accelerate your results once and for all. Mistake number 1, relying solely on cardio and ignoring diet. Most people start their weight loss journey believing that sweating it out on the treadmill will make the pounds melt away. But that's a common trap. The truth is, while cardio has its merits, it's not the main driver of fat loss. Those who rely only on cardio without adjusting their diet often end up frustrated. You can spend hours running and still undo all that effort with just a few minutes of overeating. It's the classic scenario. 3 hours on the treadmill burn 1,000 calories, but a fast food meal devoured in 5 minutes puts it all back, with interest. A great example is bodybuilder Steve Cook, who burned 10,000 calories in a single day. Even with his physical capacity and determination, he couldn't out-train a bad diet. And that makes one thing clear. Burning calories is hard work, while consuming them is ridiculously easy. In other words, the problem runs deeper. On top of that, your body isn't dumb. When it senses you're burning more energy, it starts conserving it in other areas, like your unconscious daily movements. Neat. Result? Even if you kill yourself with cardio, weight loss may be much slower than expected. That's why relying solely on cardio can lead to frustrating results. And while this mistake is common, it can be avoided if you understand one crucial thing. Mistake number 2, doing cardio before weights. Some people jump straight into cardio before even touching a weight, thinking it's the best way to warm up. But this could be sabotaging your gains without you realizing it. There's something called the interference effect, when cardio done at the wrong time hinders strength training performance. And let's be honest, if your goal is fat loss while maintaining or even gaining muscle, the last thing you want is a half-hearted strength workout. Imagine this. You start your workout with 30 minutes of running. By the time you hit the leg press, your legs are already shot. What should have been an intense session turns into a weak set of reps. Science shows that intense cardio before lifting reduces strength, power, and even long-term gains, especially if the cardio is long and intense. The smarter move? Prioritize weights. Do cardio afterward, or even at a separate time of day. Now, this doesn't mean all pre-workout cardio is bad. A light 5 to 10 minute warm-up might even improve performance. But anything beyond that starts working against you. And here's the kicker. The more advanced you are in training, the stronger this interference effect becomes. So if you've been lifting heavy for a while, you need to pay extra attention. And that's where many people start noticing another common mistake. Mistake number 3, overdoing HIIT, thinking more equals better. HIIT became trendy. It's quick, intense, and seems almost magical. Everyone talks about the afterburn effect, that supposed bonus calorie burn post-workout. But let's slow down. While HIIT does burn more calories after a session compared to steady-state cardio, the actual amount is smaller than most think. One study found that after 80 minutes of HIIT, the extra burn was just 80 calories. That's easy to undo with one extra bite of a snack. Not to mention, HIIT, as efficient as it seems, comes at a cost. It's extremely demanding, increases recovery time, and can directly impact your strength training quality. In fact, HIIT and weight training are structurally similar: max effort in short bursts, followed by rest. So doing both frequently can be redundant, even counterproductive. If you're already lifting heavy, you might not need as much HIIT as you think. This doesn't mean HIIT is evil. It can be useful, especially if you're short on time or find traditional cardio boring. But the key is moderation. 1 or 2 sessions per week are enough for most people. The takeaway? More intensity doesn't always mean better results. And if you think ramping up cardio frequency will fix everything, mistake number 4, doing too much cardio and burning out. Some people, in their rush to lose weight fast, fall into a silent trap. They do so much cardio that their bodies start protesting. Sounds counterintuitive, right? But excessive cardio can indeed hurt strength gains, recovery, and even lead to plateaus. Studies show that going beyond 30-40 minutes per session and doing it daily tends to interfere with muscle growth and performance. And if your goal involves definition, maintaining lean mass is crucial. Now, don't panic. Doing cardio every day doesn't automatically mean you'll lose muscle. The problem lies in intensity and type. A casual walk with your dog? Fine, but sprinting daily or doing an hour of high-intensity elliptical? That's asking for trouble. The more intense the cardio, the bigger the impact on recovery, and the harder it becomes to perform well in the weight room. The solution? Balance and context. For some, 3 20-minute sessions per week work best. For others, 5 light walks are better. It depends on lifestyle, fitness level, and even life outside the gym. Instead of piling on cardio, hoping for faster results, focus on quality, strategy, and smart programming. And this is where many people make one last classic mistake. Mistake number 5. Believing in fasted cardio as a miracle fix. Fasted cardio has become almost a religion for some. People swear that because they're exercising on an empty stomach, their body will burn more fat. And yes, during the workout, your body may use more fat for fuel. But that doesn't mean you'll lose more fat by the end of the day. What truly matters is your 24-hour calorie balance, not just what happens during that treadmill session on an empty stomach. To make it even clearer, one study showed that burning more fat during the workout doesn't mean you'll burn more fat throughout the day. In fact, the body tends to compensate later by using less fat in the following hours. And if you're really tracking progress, this compensation could be what's holding you back. Even among bodybuilders, there's no consensus, because solid research in this specific population is lacking. Now, if you prefer fasted cardio because you feel lighter and more energized, go for it. Do what's sustainable. Consistency is what matters most. And for those who train hard, a pre-cardio shake with 25 gg of protein can help preserve muscle without disrupting the routine, putting it all together. So now you know, the problem was never cardio itself, but how it's used. Most people fail by trying to out-train a bad diet, doing HIIT every single day, or falling for empty promises like fasted cardio. But after everything you've learned here, ask yourself, will you keep repeating the same mistakes? Or will you take control of your results? Here's a challenge. Review your workout routine and be honest with yourself. Which of these mistakes are you making without realizing it? What small change can you implement today to start seeing a difference? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear where you're at and how I can help you improve. Let's turn your effort into real results. If this video helped you, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss future content. There's a lot more coming. And hey, there's another video popping up right now with more practical fat loss tips. Click it and keep learning. See you in the next one.